Here is Katie Taylor, the undisputed lightweight world champion, in the ring with Ross Eneme, her long-time trainer, going through yet another open workout routine against, I think it's her 15th straight world title fight. I'm not sure it's defence number 14 or 15, or this might be number 16 in terms of straight world title fights. But either way, we're starting to lose count at this point. What an ambassador she's been for the sport. London 2012 gold medalist, has gone on to do every single thing in the sport. And Eddie Hearn talking about potential two-weight undisputed title clashes with the winner of Chantel Cameron and Jess McCaskill, who'll fight out in the UAE November 5th. We will, of course, be out there for that. The chief support to Bivol and Romero. Beg your pardon, Bivol and Ramirez, undisputed.
Yeah, you know, when I mentioned the word retirement, it's only because Kate Taylor's career has been that good. It's been that incredible. What more is there to do? That's the only reason I mention it. Like, I'm in awe of what this woman's been able to achieve. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely remarkable. You know, she's a credit to everybody. She really is. She holds herself with so much pride and I mean, when you talk about role models, it doesn't get any bigger and better than Katie Taylor. She is phenomenal. She really is. And what a fighter. You know, talking about Carabajal and just lacking that bit of hand speed, and you can just see it here, the difference with Katie Taylor, just absolutely rapid. The way she picks the shots, the way she executes them, she's so accurate, very rarely misses the target. And for me, that will be the biggest notable difference.
There's no diminishing, even here, just watching her in the ring, no diminishing or evidence of diminishing, diminishing speed. It's quite something if you've never seen it up close and personal, and Ross Eneme's done a brilliant job with it. This is the top of the bill for a huge night of action on Saturday Night Live on DAZN. We'll start the pre-broadcast segment of our coverage round about 4:30 on Saturday afternoon, live on YouTube. The likes of Maisie Rose Courtney in her debut against Hungary's Judith Hatchbell, John Hedges against Alice Makovic in a six-rounder. Jordan Reynolds back in action for the first time in exactly a year against Jose Clavero, also in a six-rounder, and then Tom Whittaker-Hart and Mickey Ellison, area title on the line between two of the North's finest. Whittaker-Hart, after a nightmare year and a half out with injury, with illness, I beg your pardon, then back in the ring with a bang last time out, looking to secure his first title honours at domestic level before moving up and getting in the mix. That will conclude the pre-broadcast segment sometime between 6:30 and 7 o'clock, where we'll go live with Gary Cully, Jawad Belmedi. Really good fight, that one at 7 o'clock. Those two will kick us off. Then Ellie Scottney challenges for Mary Romero's European title at 122 pounds. Romero on a brilliant run of form, could so easily have vacated to head up and push on for world honours, but the winner of that will be, we believe, in a mandatory position for a world title shot. Huge opportunity for Catford's Ellie Scottney, who is away today, but we'll hear from her at the press conference tomorrow. Big Johnny Fisher, third fight for him this year after destroying Michael Reisinger inside 2 rounds in the summer. He's up against a very solid European level opponent in Czech Republic's Dominic Musil. Then Jordan Gill will defend his European title, 126 pounds, that he won in such dramatic fashion against Karim Guerfi, against the former European champion, former 2-time world champion, Spain's Kiko Martinez, who scored upset knockout of the year against Kid Galahad to regain the IBF world title at the back end of last year, came up short in well, it's a brilliant bar brawl against Josh Warrington, and he said he felt hard done by the head clashes there that led to the cuts. He was stopped in the fight, and he broke Josh Warrington's jaw in that fight. We know how dangerous he still is. Jordan Gill, this is no easy touch of a European title defence, that he had to go tooth and nail to win, and the winner of that they will have earned a second crack at a world title. And that will set the table very, very nicely for this woman too, after just an unbelievable performance against Amanda Serrano at Madison Square Garden earlier on in the year to cement her place as the #1 female fighter in the world and the undefeated two-weight world champion, undisputed at 135, Katie Taylor against Carabajal, the Argentinian national champion, 19-0 from Buenos Aires, who we just heard from. So what a huge opportunity this is for her on Saturday night. She will come out all guns blazing. Is it going to be enough? We saw Firuza Sharapova again, another relatively unknown fighter from Kazakhstan, pushed Taylor pretty hard a year or so ago now, but has Carabajal got enough in the tank, and how will she deal with the occasion that will be in front of her when she sees Katie Taylor opposite her across the ring on Saturday night, when that crowd starts to roar? It's a very, very different thing altogether. 7,000 or 8,000 in Wembley Arena on Saturday night live on DAZN. Enjoy her while she's here, I guess, because 36 years of age now, she basically hasn't aged a day since she was about 18, Darren. But of course, we know sometime between 36 and 40, it's likely to see a decline, see a slowdown. It happens with even the very best fighters in history, and well, we hope it won't be on Saturday night, and she will hope for sure that she's got 4 or 5 big fights left in the tank with some of the best around. But
like you said, Chris, sorry, enjoy it while it lasts, because we will really, really miss not having Katie Taylor around. I mean, just every single time she fights, they turn out in numbers. She leaves it all on the line. She performs. I'm in awe of her dedication, her commitment, and her desire to keep winning and performing the way she does. So yeah, enjoy it.
Stick with us, folks. We'll be hearing from Katie in the studio with us just in a minute or so's time. We'll just see Maisie Rose Courtney blurred out in the background there, who'll be opening the show, and no doubt she'll be staying to watch one of her idols at the top of the bill on Saturday night as well. And what a generation of young women she's inspired. And well, we mentioned that amazing fight with Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall, and credit to both women for putting on a hell of a display after that long 5-week delay just a couple of weeks ago. And well, between the pair of them, winning those first gold medals at London 2012 for the women, and a decade later seeing the number of young women that they inspired in that amazing 3 weeks in London, and how those young women have applied their trade, learnt their craft, got that amateur experience, and now starting to push through the professional ranks. We saw a brilliant depth of talent in Tokyo like we've never seen before, and so many turning over in the last year, 18 months, and ultimately putting the women's division in incredibly good health for the next decade.
That was a great shot, looking at Maisie, looking on at Katie Taylor, because that's the benchmark. Yeah. That's your goal. That's the pinnacle right there. That's where you want to be. They're the levels you want to be performing at. So for these young girls to be looking at Katie Taylor is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay, good to
Katie,
see you.
lovely to see you. Thank you for coming to join us.
No
another open workout routine. We were saying there's young Maisie Rose Courtney looking up at you as you were doing your last photos.
Oh, yeah.
And we know how many young girls you inspired 10 years ago at the London Olympics, and we're starting to see that second wave of female fighters coming through. In addition to winning the Female Fighter of the Year this year against one of the other best in the world, Amanda Serrano, how does it feel now to know and see all these young women who you've inspired coming through to hold the fort for the next decade? It must be a good feeling.
That's obviously the most satisfying part about this journey, and even right now the Irish women's national team are probably one of the most dominant teams in the world right now. We're coming back from European Championships, World Championships, Olympic Games with consistent medals, and some of the young talent coming up is absolutely incredible, and I'm just excited to see their progress.
Yeah. It's always, I guess at this stage of your career when you've achieved so much, it's about legacy fights for you personally, but of course with the responsibility of owning this many belts, you have got mandatory requirements to take care of. They're not always the easiest ones to get motivated for, of course, but everybody brings their A game for you, because somebody like Karen Carabajal, Sharapova, these types of fighters, this is the opportunity of a lifetime, so you have to be on your game Saturday, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Just from I have the mandatory challengers that I've actually have faced, have all risen their game against me, and we're going to see the best of my opponent Saturday night, that's for sure. And I have to raise my game along with her as well, so I can never take these fights for granted. I can't afford to have a flat performance on Saturday night. I have to be sharp, and I feel great at the moment, so I'm looking forward to stepping in there and showcasing what I can do.
I mean, where does the desire and the hunger still come from after all you've achieved? You know, one of the best careers in boxing, full stop, forget about male or female. How do you continue to keep getting that hunger and desire?
I just really absolutely love boxing. I love my job, and I think that's the best motivation, isn't it? When you're passionate, when you're still passionate about what you're doing. And I still believe that there is big nights out there for me, and I still believe that people haven't seen the best of me yet as well. And I'm excited to showcase that in future fights. I still believe there's a lot of improvements to be made, and I just want to be the best, basically.
So you're not even contemplating retirement, not just yet.
I think everybody else is contemplating retirement for me, but
do you know what it was, Katie? I mentioned to Eddie, I said, you know, as Katie ever mentioned retirement or when she may retire, and I think for me it's just a credit to what you've already achieved and how much you have achieved. That what is left for you?
Yeah, I definitely know that I don't want to be in the sport too long, because I see that happening so many times with different fighters, where they hang on a bit too long and they start losing fights in the end of their careers. So I'm also, I don't want that to happen. So and I know that I can't do this sport forever, but I do still feel very, very fresh right now, and yeah, I still love what I do, so we'll see what happens.
Brilliant. Well, you've got huge fans in us, Katie, and we wish you all the very best on Saturday. Thanks so much for talking to us, and good luck. Thanks very much. So, Katie Taylor will be defending, thank you so much, the Undisputed Lightweight World Championships against Karen Carabajal, the national Argentinian champion, on Saturday Night Live on DAZN to stop a big bill. Jordan Gill defending his European title against Kiko Martinez. Johnny Fisher in action against Dominic Musil as well. Ellie Scotney challenges Mary Romero for her European title, and Gary Cully in action in a tough fight against João Belmedi, opening the show on DAZN. Darren and myself will be with you around about 4:30 for the pre-fight segment. Before the bell, we're covering a number of fighters before the broadcast goes live. But of course, between now and then, we've got the press conference tomorrow at 1 o'clock and the weigh-in on Friday. We're hearing from all the fighters tomorrow afternoon ahead of a big night at Wembley Arena on Saturday night. Thanks for your company from BXR, myself and Darren. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
At midnight, the 4th of October 2016. Hi Eddie, I hope you don't mind me reaching out like this out of the blue. I've been seriously considering turning pro the last few months. I think I could do for women's pro boxing what I did for the amateur sport.
The professional debut of Katie Taylor.
I know that I won't be found short in grit. I know I won't be found short in heart. I've been there before, and the whole world has seen me doing it.
A pioneer in women's boxing, disputed world champion. Finally, it is here.
This is just an incredible moment for the sport.
They fought for history!
Hard work, drive, determination, and a dream can get you to the very, very top. She will never ever duck from a challenge. She wants to test herself. She will continue making history. And Katie Taylor is an absolute legend of the sport of boxing.